Hello, spooky people. It is officially fall. And what happens in fall? Everything amazing. We got Halloween, we get candy, we get costumes, pumpkin, hocus pocus. And today, we're gonna kick it all off with a pumpkin-tastic recipe, one of my favorites, pumpkin bread. It's the best spooky season comfort food and one of my personal favorites. So let's get started. Okay, to start off this recipe, you're gonna preheat the oven to 350 and you guys get to make a choice. The recipe technically makes 3 loaves of pumpkin bread, but the way that I always do it is with a bundt pan. So your choice, but I do it this way. We're gonna start with our handy dandy mixing bowl and our liquid ingredients. And first, we are going to kick this thing off with our special guest, pumpkin. So this is a 15-ounce can, and we're gonna put the whole thing in our mixing bowl. Fun fact that I don't know how true it is or not, but I have heard that canned pumpkin is often actually squash, which seems like false advertising to me. But it is what I've heard. Okay. Then we're gonna add 4 eggs. And we need 1 cup of vegetable oil. And we now need 2/3 cup of water. Okay, now we are going to mix up all of our wet ingredients. You can use a hand mixer for this, but I don't know. Oftentimes, I just mix with a fork or a whisk because I feel like it makes less mess, honestly. It's just less mess to deal with. Okay, and then we're going to add 3 cups of granulated sugar. I always really enjoy pouring the sugar. It just seems like we're doing something naughty. The rest of the recipe, like, you don't want to over mix it, but you do want to make sure that it gets mixed really thoroughly because it's going to be a lot of batter and it's going to be really thick. Now that's all mixed up. Now we get to put in all the yummy things that make pumpkin bread. So I already measured it out, so you guys, what I have in here is a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a half teaspoon of cloves, a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, which is not actually in the recipe, but I always add it because I just feel like it goes perfect, okay? And then a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons baking soda. So that's everything in this container, and here we go. Now we're going to, did you guys see that? The whisk wants to play in the batter. Now we're going to add our flour. It's just all-purpose flour, and it's 3.5 cups. So I just have a 1/2 cup measuring cup, and I'm not really, it's already measured out. So I'm just gonna put it in here, but I'm gonna add it a little bit at a time so that it's easier to blend, but we are going to use all of this. Another thing to go ahead and do is when you get all this flour in and mixed up, make sure that your pans are sprayed. Now we have our next addition of flour. Now I'm just going to take what's left and dump it all in. So, you want to make sure that it is mixed thoroughly, but you don't want to overmix it because the more you mix bread, the tougher the bread is. It's going to feel very thick, but still liquidy. So when it feels like it's kind of hard to mix, but you feel like you have mixed it thoroughly, that's when you know it's time to add it to the pan. Okay, the batter is done, and now it is time to put it in the pan. So, everyone, hold your breath with me. I always have anxiety about pouring batter into this pan because it's obviously not like a flat pan. So I can't really see what I'm doing right now, so I am just turning it, and I will try to get it as level as possible when I'm done getting all the batter out. So, you guys are probably wondering, Taylor, why do you have tin foil in the circle part or the open part of your bundt pan? And if you ask me that, I would say that is a fabulous question, and I'll tell you the answer. It's because, as you can see, I made a wee bit of a mess trying to pour all the batter in. So I put the tin foil in there so that it doesn't fall in the hole. And now it's fine. So we're going to put it in the oven at 350 and bake it for 50 minutes and then check it. If it comes out clean, then it's done. And if not, put it back in for 5 more minutes or into the oven. Our pumpkin bread shall go. And yes, I feel this. It is a good day and a good time to live dangerously without my oven mitts. Ta-da! Google says our pumpkin bread is done, so let's check it out. The best thing about making pumpkin bread, besides eating it, is how wonderfully delicious it makes your house smell. Now, okay, let me get something sharp. Sharp thing found. Now, I'm just gonna test it. Clean. That means it's done. So now we're gonna let it sit in the pan for like 5 minutes. Don't leave it too long or then it will stick, but it should sit there for just a little bit. Okay, time to put this baby on the plate. Ah. Gotta ditch the mitts. Oh, it tore a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. You guys want to see what she looks like on the inside? I got out a bread knife to do this with, and then I didn't even pick up the bread knife. Voila! Bon appetit! If you guys like this video, please give it a like, leave me a spooky season comment, and I'm going to be doing more spooky themed cooking videos this month, so if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!